Welcome to another edition of In the Weeds with Ikard and Lehman, presented by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind is Oklahoma City's premier casino experience, and there are so many reasons why Riverwind is consistently voted OKC's #1 casino, but it all starts with their amazing variety of gaming thrills and excitement. Riverwind's beautiful award-winning environment plays host to more than 2,800 of the latest electronic games with a huge selection of table games, including blackjack match roulette, and Teddy's favorite, craps. No matter what your game, Riverwind has it in spades and hearts. And to learn more about their gaming promotions and entertainment options, all you got to do is visit riverwind.com. Riverwind Casino, always a good time. Time for our OU Temple preview in the weeds, Ted. I've been thinking about calling it Keys to Victory. What do we think about that name?
I like it. Yeah.
Is it lame or is it cool? Keys to Victory for OU
It,
football versus Temple?
it's not lame, and I don't know that it's cool, but it's absolutely on the money relevant.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take relevant. Okay. All right. This first one, key to victory for the Sooners defensively. They've been amazing, except for one play against Michigan against the run and a handful of plays against Illinois State as well. But Temple is coming off a game where they rushed for 329 yards.
Woo.
I don't care who you're playing. That's a lot of yards, man. So let's take a look at one of their core concepts. And this is 12 personnel. We've got two tight ends. We've got an inline tight end here, and then we've got another tight end for Temple split out here wide that they're going to bring in motion. And really, Ted, all they're getting to is 12 personnel, motion them in, settle them, and then run split zone. The split zone action. Now, it's clear they've got an RPO built off of this because that tight end is turning around going, hey, am I getting the ball here? So
Right.
that's something, they're building off their run game the way that a good offense does. But yeah, this is just straight up split zone. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, this
Great.
was the guy. This is Terrez Worthy, who Coach Keeler said can possibly run over 22 miles per hour. He's got a
Yeah.
little
He goes, I mean, whenever you see him make that
uh.
little jump cut, he goes from 0 to full speed in like 2 steps.
And that
Woo.
man is unblocked in the hole. Now,
There's,
Ted, this is some bad defense, brother.
yeah.
We got all kinds of guys in the same gap. Defensive end. If this guy is blitzing, if he is coming off the edge, you gotta go inside. You gotta slant inside. You can't have both your guys, Ted, do this and leave just
No,
a gaping gap in your defense.
nope. No, I, I don't know. I honestly don't know what's happening here. They're all over the place. But you'll see that with Temple. They're going to shift, they're going to motion, they're going to try and change the picture on you. Before every play, present something a little bit different for the defense, not just going to line up and run it right at you. So, and you talked about the tight end going out. He's looking like he's wanting the ball. You got to be ready for that as well. We saw Oklahoma implement the rail route in some of their quarterback run, and easy way to block someone is just pull them out of the core like you're getting the football, and that's what he does. Runs the safety all the way outside, and at some point, let's recognize that the running back has the football and not just say, "Look, coach, I'm going to cover my guy." Turn into a football player at some point and be a help on the inside, but. I mean, that tackle ends up blocking three guys essentially. Now they make it easy for him, but just kind of sorting through all the different bodies.
That safety for Howard had no chance. He's one on one in the hole with Worthy, and he says, "Nope." Woo.
See
And
ya.
this is another piece, especially with Terrez Worthy, number 25 for Temple. Like the Sooners have been really, really good as a tackling team so far this season. This guy, I think if it's just him one-on-one space, one-on-one in space with our safeties or backers, or in a situation where they're running it to the edge and you got to crack replace and it's one of the corners, like this is the shiftiest dude we've seen all season long.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know if that makes him the best. Like I think Justice Haynes from Michigan is a really good back, but this dude has some wiggle to him, unlike anyone this defense has seen. So the tackling's been really, really good. Let's hope the Sooners don't look like Howard right here.
Yeah.
Ooh, fly the
Whenever you got
airplane.
to when you got to tackle a guy like that, you got to bring your feet. You can't go lunging at a guy that is a shifty back. You're just going to end up bouncing off of him. You won't have anything, anchoring you to the ground. Keep your feet. Don't worry. I mean, the blow up shots, you may have some opportunities, but the most important thing is making a good, secure tackle on him.
He's going with the airplane celebration. How do we feel about that?
I don't mind it.
It's good.
They Coach says he can fly.
That's nice, Ted. Good one, dude. All right, moving on to another play for Temple's offense. Love this angle here. But this is their other back. This is Jay Ducker.
Is
Coach
that
Keeler.
Alabama or is that Temple there? Kind of looks like Bama a little bit, doesn't it?
I know it's pretty good looking, but what you're getting from Temple here, and you'll see here, like their offensive line comes off the ball. I This isn't quite inside zone. It's not quite outside zone. I'm gonna call it mid zone for them, Ted, and they're running it to the tight end. So this tight end is helping secure, and then he's climbing all the way to this safety. We've got a single, I'm just going to a front side combo between a center and the front side guard. You're calling that a single to that backer. You've got a backside zone combo between the backside guard and the backside tackle. Call that a B block. You're being here, and then you're reading this guy. It's just mid zone read as I see it.
Everyone
And
in college
remember,
football's got this one.
yeah, this is every level of football in the world's got this play in it. And I like how they come off the ball, man.
Yeah.
Look at this O line come off the ball and run. Look at 77. Drop, get inside, run, come off and run. Look at the movement at the point of attack on the single between the guard and center. Feet in the ground. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Freezes him account with the read. Freezes him. It's all you need. Ducker rides that backside double team. Downhill. He's a downhill guy, Ted.
Yeah, and he's like five, he's listed at like 5'10 or 5'10, like 210, 215 pounds. He's like a physical, well put together running back. His ton of experience. He's been all over the place. So yeah, he's gonna be a tough tackle for you. This defensive end, it's a tough spot, but it doesn't take much. Like as soon as he gets a down block by that tackle, see how he takes like 2 or 3 steps up the field. It's too much. You've got to stay totally flat right where you're at. You got to be right here, right? And then if the quarterback keeps it, then we'll turn and run and get back out and we'll rally to it. But if you come up the field at all, you create a ton of room for that running back to run through.
Yeah, you got to be flat down the line. You got to squeeze. And Evan Simon, their quarterback, he is by no means is he a burner, but he's a capable runner. So there's going to be situations if OU's defensive ends squeeze properly and Simon feels like, hey, I'm getting a keep read, he's going to take off and you got to get the guy on the ground in space. But I think this is a great example. We saw on the first play with Worthy that split zone action. He's cutting it backside.
Yep.
We see on this one. I mean, that actually, he's riding, he's reading, he kind of presses it front side and then cuts it back off the double team.
That one. That's great movement.
That's fantastic. I don't expect our defensive line to get moved off the football like Howard is right here. But remember, backside gap discipline. That was the issue in the 75-yard touchdown run against Michigan. Backside gap discipline. You can't fall asleep on the backside. This is a team that's got capable backs. They've got an offensive line that comes off the rock. Once again, I expect us to stone them at the point of attack, but the backside, everyone's got to do their job on the backside and not get too excited to run to the front side and try to make a play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. Gap integrity, smart football.
Oh,
this is more of a technique type of play than it is just a brute force type of play defensively. Like that defensive end, you can't just come flying off the football out of control. You got to be able to shut it down, shuffle down, keep some tight spacing with that gap, because that gap is moving. They're running. It's going away from you. You've got to be able to make the play on that running back and come help on the quarterback. It's tough duty.
You can see Ducker's lower half build right there.
Yeah.
Not a thin-legged guy. Let's see what the celebration looks like. Oh, toss it to the ref. Oh,
Doing the duck.
is that the funky duck? Is
I
Duck
think
doing the
so.
funky duck? Is that? Ooh, that's kind of an awesome celebration.
I guess he's still got good shoulders. Look at that shoulder flexibility. Hands behind the back, easy.
Dude, if you and I did that right now, not good.
I've got to
Not
like
good.
grab one arm and pull it up behind my back. I can't I can't do it.
The funky duck. All right, let's look at one more play from Temple's offense. So the key to victory of those first two clips is, hey, stop the run.
That's right.
You got to be gap sound. OU's defense has been really, really good with that up to this point. This last key to victory against for OU's defense against Temple's offense is you got to limit Peter Clarke, the Brit at tight end. He is. You see a little gap, just gap scheme play action here, Ted, and go make a play, big fella. It's good coverage, and look at him just moss number 5.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just man to man coverage, runs like a little wheel route from that little wing spot there. It's got some size. He's a gigantic dude. What does he go like 6'6", 270?
yeah, look at that guy. That's a big tight end, man. That's a
No
big
kidding.
guy.
You
And
know,
he's their leading receiver. He's got a
yeah,
couple touchdowns already, had a couple touchdowns in their opener. He's a guy that Evan Simon likes to find in the passing game.
yeah, no doubt. And man to man coverage. What I would like if I'm covering this guy on the wheel route, I'm not in that bad of shape. They could have almost picked you a little bit here, but the backer gets out, turns upfield. I would like my safety to come separate this guy from the ball. You're right there. Don't give me a flyby. That is no good. Go destroy that 6'6" frame that is stretched out in the air and knock the football out. Please give me a little bit of help.
Sooners have some hitters at safety.
I
So
I'm not I'm not worried about any flybys with our guys.
good pass protection here, kind of the gap scheme. You pull that guard. He takes the edge guy, getting the back out. So pulling kind of that low hold defender out of there as well, Ted. They have a very well organized, smart, well designed offense.
Yeah. Efficient.
And
Run the
Simon
ball
does
really
it.
well. And quarterback is, what is he, like 77% completion so far? 9 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah, that'll work.
That works.
But Peter Clarke, that's the other key to victory. We didn't see Michigan's best tight ends in that game. So Peter Clarke, this guy, he may be the best tight end that we've seen so far this season.
Yeah. Well, at least the most highlighted tight end in an offense. Like they are going to go to him, try and scheme ways to get him open.
No doubt about it. So gotta handle the big Brit, Peter Clarke. That's a big guy. Look at that.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about a couple keys to victory for OU's offense against Temple's defense. But first,
It's football time in Oklahoma, and you need beef built like our guys on the field. Premium, powerful, and ready to perform. That's Didier Ranch. They're a family ranch right here in Oklahoma, raising and shipping their own beef nationwide. Steak burgers, premium ground beef, and they hand deliver next day to the Oklahoma City metro and surrounding areas. Norman, Moore, Edmond, Yukon, right from their ranch to your doorstep, faster than the Sooner Schooner after a touchdown drive. Premium beef delivered. Visit DidierRanch.com and taste the luxury of tradition.
Shaner and Franklin's attorneys know a thing or two about drilling, whether it's drilling running backs on the field or drilling wells in the patch. As former collegiate athletes, Shaner and Franklin bring the same discipline and grit to oil and gas law. The Franklin in Shaner and Franklin is Daniel Franklin, my teammate for 4 years at OU. D. Frank's an awesome dude, super smart. From title work to transactions, they hit hard, play smart, and don't quit until the job's done. So when the deal gets tangled in the weeds, trust Shaner and Franklin to do whatever it takes to get you in the end zone. Contact Shaner and Franklin for all of your oil and gas legal needs. Okay, looking at some keys to victory for OU's offense against Temple's defense. We've got our 5 offensive linemen. We found our 5, right? So now let's get the run game going. We need to move these guys from Temple off the football. And this is something Coach Keeler talked to us about in our interview with him, they're going to do some things where they line up and you look at it and you go, why are they lined up that way?
Right.
And right here, you've got four wide receivers. You just run one running back. You're looking at a light box, and it's like, is it a 4-man box? Is that a 5-man box? Is it a 6-man box? You kind of have two guys at the apex, Ted, that make things a little interesting. But UMass just goes with like a 5-box zone read play and absolutely pipes them right down the middle.
Yeah. You
Good wash. You don't, and this is something I talk about. Like when you're on the backside of the zone at tackle, you don't always have to completely cut the guy off. Just wash him by farther than he wants to go. And the hole's still there. Like the hole that you want to create is there.
That's right. And, whenever it looks like they're just in cover one, it's got a weird look to it, especially in the course, since you don't have 4 down. You've got 3 guys here. Someone doesn't have any pass responsibilities, or they've highlighted one key guy on the back out of this group. And I don't know exactly how it is, but you got to go. Let's go make a play. We don't need to shuffle. We don't have any pass responsibilities on the outside. Go smash somebody. A little late getting there, but if they're going to line up in some of these exotic fronts, you got to put those guys in tough situations. Like for me, if I'm playing cover one, that means one gap. I got one gap. I know where to be. I can be super aggressive on the front. But if you're lined up like this, it's a little bit different. And those guys are going to be a little more hesitant. I think that's whenever you go right at them and chew up some yardage immediately. Get a surge with the offensive line.
It's never good when your head is the first thing that hits the ground.
Brutal stiff arm.
Ooh. I think UMass, he may not be very big, but I think UMass has themselves an athlete at running back.
He's a compact like muscle.
Look at the scissor kick in the air. Hi-ya.
And that's like he rolls from the ground and goes right into it.
That's an athletic maneuver right there, man. That's impressive. I do want to point out this front from Temple, this 3-man front, Illinois State played quite a bit of it when we struggled to run it against him. And actually, Michigan jumped into some odd spacing stuff for a couple snaps. And it can kind of muddy up some of the combinations in the run game. I'm not going to be surprised at all if we get a heavy dose of this from Temple on Saturday.
Yep.
Just wash them by, creates the hole. 79 is jacked. I love it. Look at how excited he is. That's how
on the field on him. We're going to win this one, boys.
Hold on. What are we doing? Is this a golf tournament or is it a football game? Can we show some excitement, UMass student section? I mean, this guy's got the shades on, and we're barely getting even like a head nod from him. Like, can we get a little more excitement? I mean, watch this guy.
Too casual.
Good. Well done.
Too
well
casual. Done. They act like they win like 12 games a year with that clap, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's early in the football game. People, can we show some excitement? Oh, that guy was at least nice enough to stand up late. All right, I'll stand. Not going to clap, but at least I'll stand for him. Come on, UMass, you're better than that. All right, play number 5 here. This is kind of it's a key to victory in this game for OU's offense, but it's more something that I just want to see from our wide receivers. Ted, I think you and I, we've been very pleased with how we've played at wide receiver up to this point. One thing I would like to see is this.
Yep.
Temple does not tackle well in the back end. Now, I like one of their corners quite a bit, 24. He's a good player, but the level of tackling that they have in the back end of their defense, it's just not good. I mean, you saw it on the long run we just watched, and this is just a simple, hey, raise up and throw it, hitch, make a guy miss. Yep. Stiff arm the second guy. I mean, these are some of the type of plays that we need to see this weekend, whether it's, Burks and Sategna are the most two likely guys to rip something off like this, Ted. But that's an element we need to see OU's wide receivers add to this offense is, hey, take some of this simple stuff that Mateer loves throwing and go make a big play out of it.
Yep. Push it up the field, toe in the ground, come back to the ball a little bit, and then spin out. I mean, that's like the old CD Lamb move, isn't it? Like, he was the best I've ever seen at that. So do something in space. I mean, these plays are an extension of the run game, and they're going to come in handy as the season rolls on if those guys can.
See ya. I mean, what? I'm not great at math, but a big play.
Big play.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff. So that's I there's nothing really schematic about that. I don't know if that's the best thing to show on In the Weeds.
Man on man. There's
but it is, hey, that quick stuff, those quick screens out to the perimeter, these hitches, some of this stuff, like let's see some broken tackles. Let's see some yak. Man, that's really what I want to see from guys like Burks and Sategna. I think Keontae Lewis is capable of some of that stuff as well with his size, but that's a piece that I think can get better from Oklahoma's wide receiver core, especially against a Temple defensive backfield that I don't believe tackles very well at all.
Totally agree. It could be a big game for the skill guys on the outside.
All right, we've got the last clip here. And up to this point, pass protection for OU's offensive line has been excellent. Let's keep it that way. One guy I want to highlight here for the Temple Owls is Cam'Ron Stewart, number 25. This guy, and I know that we just played Michigan, but this guy has the best go-to move of any pass rusher that we've played. I think he's got 3 sacks on the year. He beats guys consistently with this quick inside move. Couple steps up the field and rips inside, and he wins. Ted, I'm telling you, he wins on it 3-4 times a game. And going back and think about the Michigan game, Michael Fasusi got beat 1 time in pass protection. And Ted, do you happen to remember what type of move it was?
Inside move.
Quick inside move, which just happens to be Cam'Ron Stewart's go-to.
Yeah, he covers some ground, pretty good get off, and then once he gets to his move, he accelerates pretty nice.
6'5", 250. So got the size, but this quick inside move that he makes, you see the left tackle for UMass here. I mean, he's beaten. He doesn't have a chance. Sack.
Nice play.
It's a nice play, but he's a guy, out of all the guys that we've played, he's got the best go-to pass rush move that I've seen from any of the edge guys we've played on tape.
I like it. I mean, you want, obviously, these games, we know the competition, we know the personnel, but you need good work for Fasusi because it's coming. He's going to face a bunch of really good players this year, so be fun to see this little matchup for him, be a nice little test. And
it got rolled up, tweaked the ankle late in the Michigan game, so probably going to be less than 100%. And hey, maybe it's talent. I don't know. But either of those guys, if 25 is rushing against you, you cannot overset because he will beat you inside. I mean, just look at the aesthetic. Look at this eye black.
He looks the part, 6'5", 250.
Look at the rolled jersey. I mean, this guy is it's a sweet face mask too.
Dreads coming out of the back.
Yeah.
All painted up. I like it.
You or I did that face paint. We're getting canceled, Ted. Can't do that.
Yeah,
no,
can't do it.
But Cam'Ron Stewart, and they do have, I just want to point one thing out. Number 55, Sultan Badmus, 6'3", 285. DN for him. He busted out one of the nicest spin moves I've ever seen in their week 1 game, and I was shocked. I had to point it out. But 25, Cam'Ron Stewart, I believe, is like that inside move. It's effective. He wins on it quite a bit. And We're playing a true freshman at left tackle that I think is going to be an absolute star that played really, really well against Michigan, but you got to stack good performances, Ted. So I think in some of these obvious pass rush situations, that's something to keep an eye on.
There you go. I like it.
Key to victory. Fasusi, continue to be amazing.
Just be you.
Be you, bro. Be you. That's all we got. All right. Please make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Also, like these videos. And if you really, really like these, you can go ahead, click those dots down there, and you can give us a super thanks. Other than that, we'll see you next time here on In the Weeds.